Greetings. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. I am your host, Joan of Angels, and actually we are sitting with the Ancient One, Abraham, who is one of my ancestors and one of my guides, and who comes to me frequently when he wants to talk to you about past, present, and future. So I am your hostess, Joan of Angels, and you are here in my Desert Heart Sanctuary where I paint these divine beings. And you know, I want to share with you that when I work with oracle cards, they have literally saved my life many times. I don't know about you, but I know that for me, there have been periods in my time where I just have not known what to do at all. Like I have found myself, there was one period of time in 1998 where I found myself in the worst of situations. I had lost everything with my kids. We were literally had lost our home. We ran to my sister's house for help. And all I could do every day, I was just desperate. I had been with a man who was abusive, and I ran for my life with my kids. And I couldn't understand this. This was quite a long time ago, 17 or 18 years ago. Actually, almost 20 years ago. And I was heartbroken. I could barely function. And what I did was I really turned to oracle cards, to tarot cards, to oracle cards, to the runes, to divination. What do you call it? Divination. Thank you very much. The tools of divination to help me go inside and understand how to unravel what seemed like the mess that I had found myself. Actually, I used to tell people I have arrived at this train station, and there ain't no trains leaving. I was just left and abandoned in the middle of my own personal misery. And so I started really diving in. This was 1998, 99, and I started diving in daily, and sometimes morning, noon, and night to get messages. So we don't have to always go to an oracle or a reader or a psychic to get the answers. There are tools that we can use to go within and get them for ourselves, and these are really important. When I began this work, and this was 1998, my kids and I formed the Miracle Makers Club because we were desperate. And I was willing to listen, to do what it would take to activate, awaken, accelerate, experience even just one miracle. And I used to meditate and beg Spirit to send me an owner's manual, a guide, so that I would know how to navigate these waters of miracles, specifically for Joan, okay? Send me a clue. Send me something. Send me an arrow. Send me some kind of sign. And you know, when you're in the depths of despair, unless you clear your field to ask, you don't always receive it. So I began sitting with oracle cards. Little did I know that one day I'd be sharing the oracle cards that come through me, that comes through our work. And that's where my gratitude is, as I'm sitting here with you today, and I'm talking to you about how can you receive your own messages? How can you get the confirmations that you need? How can you see arrows lit up along your way that say, yes, move forward, this is it, go, go, we got you covered, girl or guy. Well, this has been what I've wanted to do more than anything. It's like, give me these direct clarity. And so when this deck came through, when the miracle messages started, messengers of miracles started to come through over the last few months and said that they wanted to be in a deck, what did they do? This is the way miracles work. The right person came into my life to help me launch it financially. The most kind, generous being who wanted cards for himself. And then I didn't know what would happen next, but Spirit sent the most talented graphic designer, Debbie Garcia, who went into her own flow and channeled the miracle messengers in the way they should look and feel and touch and smell, and came up with the beautiful deck. Because you see, when Spirit wants you to do it, they begin to show you all of the things that are necessary for this to happen. So that is what happened. And now here we are. We're launching card number 9, technically day 9, the Masters, the Ancient Ones. Let me tell you a little bit about the Ancient One, Abraham, who is sitting right next to me over here. He's really a good-looking guy. He has a visions. So I want you to take a good look at his eyes. I painted him and repainted him and repainted him maybe 10 times. I was going to say 100 times. That's exaggerating. About 10 times. Some days he'd be there with his eyes closed. And I'd look at him and think I saw them open. And so I would put the eyes open and closed, and one would never know. Until I finally got this message recently that best to just go with one. But what he said to me is that it's best to close your eyes when we feel and we want to connect with our ancient ones, with the guardians who are here to protect us, with our ancestors from long ago. And so he suggested we close our eyes and dive into our inner sight, which of course resides in our pineal gland, our third eye right here. So the awakening happens, and right now my third eye is getting very excited. And what I'm feeling is that it's sending out from here. You could even be receiving like light energy. And what they want you to do, the guides, is to imagine right here your third eye. You can place a jewel in it if you want. You could place a white crystal, but to see the light coming out of yourself to my third eye and mine to yours. When my beautiful dog Bear was alive, what I would do sometimes is I would sit and I would put my forehead against his forehead and rub third eyes. Literally transmit information to each other. And that really did work because I would get many pictures. So in this case, Abraham's third eye is his heart. So we want to place our heart within our third eye, so that all the messages get transmuted with love. Interesting, I'm seeing a very beautiful blackboard with pink around it. Okay, does this make sense to you guys? So Abraham tells you to trust in the messages you're receiving. He says to awaken, and you'll know that they are qualities that you have. Let's bring them away. I don't want to cut off myself here. He says that there are qualities that you have that come from your ancestral lineage. Now, that's a kind of interesting concept, but we all have lineages. We all come from not just our grandparents, our great-grandparents, the greats, but even beyond that, where we were maybe angels or star beings or galactics of some kind, or from other planets, we decided to come down here and take on these bodies, in some cases hundreds of thousands and millions of years ago, to help be here on this planet 2018, right now, where you are awakening to miracles right here, right now with me and with Abraham. Now, my relationship to Abraham, just so you know, goes back a long time. My maiden name was Abramowitz, which meant daughter or son of Abraham. And in my family tradition, my family was descended from, somehow, maybe I'm not even supposed to tell you. Well, my family descended not from Moses, but from Moses's brother, well, I guess technically Moses, but it was his brother Aaron the priest. And the priests who carried the Ark of the Covenant through the desert. And that is the lineage from which I come from. And it makes sense to me when I was struck literally by lightning when this came to me, what this really means. It means that the fact that I paint these divine beings and that I channel these messages, my house is like a temple, kind of like an ark. And what was the Ark of the Covenant? It was a device that allowed the priest to communicate directly with God, okay, or the gods. I'm not sure what your belief system is at this point, but allowed them to communicate and get the messages and bring them to the people. In fact, it was very, very dangerous to carry this ark. But that means that I am a carrier, and that the fact that I still interpret messages from the divine beings is quite profound to me. It comes from my lineage. It comes from Abraham, the ancient ones. Now, many of you have such deep lineages. You could be Irish or Scottish and carry the lineages of those ancient ones, which gives you the energy of the little people, the fairies, the ones who make magic happen. ESP, extrasensory perception, astral traveling, all sorts of gifts, the ability to wave a magic wand and make things happen. So the fairy people, the little ones, the ancient ones, the goddesses, the druid energy, all comes through those lineages. Or maybe you have the lineages of the Greeks, all right? The Greeks, the ancient gods that walked the planet. And maybe you are a descendant carrying that kind of blood. And they call it the blue blood when the gods mated with the humans, and they share that energy. And there's a divine spark, and many people, especially royalty, many of the ones who came over on the first ships that came to America have this particular blue blood or divine seed, a little DNA spark. Maybe you have it. And so this spark is set for awakening, for leadership, for mastery. So maybe you come from South America, of Spanish or Indian descent, and you know in your heart that the star beings have been speaking directly through you and to your people, and that you understand that the plants are alive and have healing, and that the trees and all of this, all are sentient ancient beings, and you come from a lineage where the divine feminine was respected. You see, each of us has special gifts that are now coming out today. And that's the whole purpose, by the way, of this program that I've been launching with you, is to really establish and see and get for ourselves what it is that is our uniqueness, and then fluff up our wings, okay, so that we can receive the information from our loved ones, from the ancient ones who really have been working with us. And I don't know, I just find it really exciting. I don't know about you, but to me, this is the juice. So what does Abraham tell us? What do the ancient ones tell us? They tell us, number one, to reach beyond the veil, to sit with ourselves, all right, and ask our guides, ask the ones who've been with us from the beginning of time, and really ask. If you have a time machine, if you have a Mac, you can kind of visualize it really easily, because there's a program on it called Time Machine that just takes you back into time. It kind of unfolds, very interesting. But that's what we're doing, peeling off layers, to actually bring forth that archetypal being within us that really is here to help bring in ancient information from our lineage, so that this lifetime we could be the ones that fulfill some of that destiny. Now, boy, oh boy, I didn't know that. What I love about doing this program is that because I've put myself in the open to receive mode, I'm receiving information that I really didn't know. And this is one of them. So please embrace this. Go inside right now and go, okay, receiving information now. Closing our eyes right now, guys. Whew. And taking a deep breath in and letting it all out. And again, taking a deep breath in and letting it all out. Mother, Father, God, we ask just now that we be filled, surrounded, and protected with the light. We ask right now and give thanks that the presence of our angelic team, our divine support, the ancient ones who have been with us since the beginning of time, the miracle messengers, that these guardians be with us now and help us clear the way so that we understand that which we are here to do, to resonate that which we are being empowered with right now by those beings from beyond the veil who have contracted with us at almost simultaneously, because past timelines all happen at the same moment, that at this same moment we can actually access the divine being, the divine beings who are our guardians, who are the ancient ones with us now. And so that we can literally feel their presence. And we go inside and we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, as we feel them coming into our body. Beloved, we are shifting vibrational frequencies now, going up into the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, going beyond the veil, asking for the inner sight. We are asking right now to receive those messages from those who are here with us now. Oh, you who have no trust, who need to know, open up through your throat so that these words will flow. Know your time has come. That which you have come to do will manifest in the now. We of old, coming through this portal because you have requested that the timelines align. We are here walking on either side of you to give you that strength that you have called upon. Know that you are not alone. Know that your loved ones are with you now. Know that those special gifts and talents from the ancient times when you were oracles and psychics and healers and manifestors and played with golden coins of old and learned how to navigate through these worlds, right now those skills are being realigned with you so that the words that come through you are not just yours. They come from beyond time, they come from beyond the veil, and they resonate with that authority. You are being entrusted, you are being encircled, you are being infused, awakened, activated, energized, actualized, inspired. This passion of time coming through you now. Align with your destiny. Align with the masters of old who are here to hold your hand literally and to pull you through. Ask right now. Take a deep breath and say, what message do you, my dear ancient one, have for me at this moment? And receive that. Receive that. You may hear a new name. You may hear one word, or perhaps you'll hear many. Or perhaps what you'll feel is something in your heart that just gives you a joyous, glad, and a new start. Awaken now, my dear ones, for you are being instructed to go beyond time. and being instructed that that which you are here to do is a commitment and a contract that you have signed up for long ago. And right now, in the here and now, 2018 and beyond, your journey will be manifesting the mission you came here to do. You are no longer alone. You are no longer struggling. It's almost written in stone that you are going to take this journey home because you're with us here today. You are hearing what the miracle messengers have to say. It is really all about aligning ourselves with what we are here to do. Asking to be seen, asking to step into that energy. And they will. They have promised us faithfully. They will give us signs. They will help you realign. And you will truly reach the divine. So my job is really clear, guys. Let me let you see the card again for a moment. You can see both. You don't even need me here. Let's see. Yeah, you see. Wow, they're so cute, cute, cute. And in the corner, look at the heart of that crown chakra. Feel that pulsating in a heart in your own crown is really what he wants you to know at this time. All right, so what other messages can we give you this day to help you chase all those blues away and really step in? Don't pine for your loved ones who are gone, he says. They're right by your side anytime you want them. The veil, by the way, is thinner than ever. Thin, 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 thin. All it says is if you go within, you can open it. More and more of you are having access because your ancestors want to meet you. So, a challenge to you, I've already suggested you keep your miracle journal. Sit down, sketch something that might look like an ancient one, and ask who it is. Ask what the message is and what the qualities are that you are receiving from them. So that then, with this higher divine purpose, you can align, you can go within, and you'll know, you'll feel it. And then when the call comes to be the leader you are, you'll be able to spread the wings. You'll know you're not alone, and you will courageously step forward. Courageously. Because you'll have experience of all the lifetimes. So that's the message today from the Miracle Messengers. These are 44 cards. Each card has different miracle messenger, angel of miracles. It has a different message. It has a different tone and guidance that will lead you so that you can receive these messages. These are very, very, very personal. And yes, you're going to want a deck maybe to read for other people, but you are really going to want this deck for yourself so that you can activate your miracle. You can activate them. You can awaken to them. You can accelerate them. You can get confirmation for them. For 44 days, you have 44 days of videos, of training. Every day is special. Every day will be unique to that card so that you can always go back and access it on the website. Awakening to Miracles 2018.com is the website. I suggest it. You can get the decks. And when I say decks, that's because the first deck is on that too. That first deck is a collector's item. I only produced 100. I actually know most of the people who have them. Isn't that interesting? But Spirit told me to make it available again. So you have all these messengers working with you. 44 days to awakening. On February 15th, we will be going live in Irvine, if you're in Southern California, or on live stream. It's a live free event, and we will be doing one of my greatest work, which is going to be the miracle activation grids. We will be setting up grids in every single corner of the world. Share this with your friends because I want people from everywhere on that live stream, also as well as in Irvine, so we can actually shift the planet and create miracles. So I want to thank you all for being with me, being part of the 44 miracles, the 44 days of awakening to miracles in 2018. I actually want to thank you for being a miracle maker yourself. So we love you so much. Join us for the next day, for the next card, which is going to be card 10. You'll find out what that is. So we love you. Feel free to give me any feedback. I would love your comments. If you like this program, go on Joan of Angels on my Facebook page and let me know your comments, your thoughts, your questions. Message me and you will get your answers. Also, private sessions to go through really launching your own miracles are available as well. So have a fabulous day. Share it with your friends if you want to send miracles their way. I love you, I love you, I love you. Blessings, miracles. You are the light.